Okay, well, as part of the 6th anniversary on Star Trek Online, they've got a few special missions. This one is Time and Tide. Got a feeling there's going to be a little time travel. Let's have a look. And oh no, it's a ground mission.
Please report to the USS Postok.
Talk to Captain Walker.
It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm glad you were selected as your time's representative. I can't imagine a better selection. Of course, I already knew you were going to be chosen, but that doesn't change my appreciation. Your recent experiences with time travel have begun a new phase of development, and a perilous one at that. Understanding the rules of time travel is of vital importance.
I'm sure you will understand the Temporal Prime Directive, so I won't go through that. What are the dangers?
Time travel can be a very seductive tool. Many would use it benevolently to save lives, worlds, entire civilizations. Many more, however, would use it for conquest, vengeance, even genocide. Unsupervised tampering with the timeline can be disastrous. Good intentions or not. Prior to the Accords, reckless time travel led to a great war. It nearly undid existence itself. In its aftermath, a coalition was formed to stabilize the timeline and enforce its protection. Your alliance, the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic, formed the historical basis of this coalition. It's vital that the Alliance holds together. In timelines where the Alliance fails, let's just say it wasn't pretty. In other branches, the Coalition grows beyond the Alliance, and eventually forms the Galactic Union. The Union proposes a treaty to protect the timeline and restrict the use of time travel. We call this treaty the Temporal Accords. It might be the most important event in known history.
I've got this horrible feeling it's just going to be a talky mission.
To witness the signing of the Accords, so you can see for yourself what the work of the Alliance will lead to, and how important it is to future civilizations. Of course, you must promise to be circumspect in your reports and conversations with others when you return. We don't want to create any disruptions or paradoxes. Are you ready to visit the future?
Yeah, take me back to the future.
Welcome to New Kittimer.
Here we are. Since you're from the past, I'll be your chaperone during the event, hopefully protecting you from any temporal incidents. Purely procedural, of course. You've already demonstrated your ability to remain silent about things.
Blah blah, just get on with the mission.
Welcome, gentle being, to the signing of the Temporal Accords.
They can occasionally be a bit talky, can't they?
Yeah, this is one of the very talky missions.
I'll need to wait.
Oh, you'll get to shooting stuff soon enough.
You've already done it, have you?
No, but it's the way they all work out.
I must say, oh, that explains why you look so young.
Is this one of the new ones, is it?
It is one of the new 6th anniversary missions.
It's not just a re-going over of an old one sort of thing then.
No, so totally brand new.
Cool.
One of the things I really like about this game, they keep on bringing new content, so it never gets too old.
Yeah. No, that's usually why I'll pick it up again and play it every sort of maybe 6 months or a year or so, because by the time I've got the itch to give it a shot again, there's plenty of new missions and whatnot to do.
I believe they have all been cleared for trans-temporal interactions. I'm sure you'll have
Okay. Let's go and talk to a future Klingon. Huh. Just a little addendum. And you get a message from Admiral Quinn who explains a few things.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anoraks, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
I think we're in for another temporal Cold War.
Greetings, friend.
Okay, maybe
How
a
may I
future
help
human.
you? Where do I start? I'm 157 years old. That's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion. Back then, I was serving as an ensign under Captain Bateson on the USS Bozeman. After that, integrating back into Starfleet was difficult. So much had changed. Some of my shipmates joined temporal investigations. Their first-hand knowledge of past events was quite useful. Seemed like
Ooh, that's a nice little nod to an old TNG episode in this one.
As well.
Yeah.
One that, I can't remember the name of it, had Kelsey Grammer as the starship captain.
Oh,
It's not I want to say Yesterday's Enterprise, but it's not.
Yeah. Is it not? Because he... I remember it because he was wearing the old uniform in it as well.
Yep, and he was on a Miranda-class starship. I remember that much.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the damn name.
Same reason as you.
I'll look it up and put the notes in the
To
comments.
witness the signing of the Temporal Accords.
Or annotate it or something.
Usually,
Yes.
Temporal agents watch holo recordings of the event. But the three of us were given special dispensation to come and view the Accords personally. Perks for graduating at the top of the class, I suppose.
Okay, that's that one done. Let's talk to this strange-looking alien.
The Nakul are here to protest the signing of these unlawful, biased accords. The Tholians ravaged our homeworld thanks to the Federation's ineptitude. In one dark moment, my people were scattered throughout the stars. All we were, our history, our way of life, was nearly lost. And when we needed the Federation the most, we were denied. Terrorists, they called us. Criminals, the dregs of the galaxy. These words.
I don't think there's going to be much fighting in this one. Looks like a diplomatic one.
Is best and what they'll do to keep it that way. But who are they to dictate such terms? To tell us that their history is more important than ours? My existence has been nothing but hardship and pain. The life of an exile. I'd gladly sacrifice it to restore my homeworld and prevent the mass exodus.
I suspect there's...
All guests. The main hall is now open. Please make your way to your seats.
Suspect there's going to be more time travel involved in some future missions. Because they're pushing the dangers of time travel quite heavily. Surprised they haven't dug out the old chestnut about the grandfather paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it was best described in one of the Terry Pratchett books, The Lost Continent, I think it was.
Well, one of our very special guests. It is so nice to meet you. I am Wixit, your humble master of ceremonies for this historic event. Quite an honor, wouldn't you say? So exciting. This
Come on, talk.
I must say, I am privileged to witness this historic event. Truly, it is a...
Ah, jolly, you don't actually have to do anything when you listen to them.
The Cindy are no strangers to temporal affairs. The tragic conflict with Earth in the 22nd century.
Oh, it's Indy. Got a Tholian as well. A bright pink Tholian.
Lovely.
The Assembly has decided to support the Accords. We are concerned that a rogue individual or species could disrupt our development. The Accords do not go far enough. We want to end all time travel for any reason. We will continue to lobby for change aggressively should the Union fail to preserve.
Some of the earlier ones where you had lots of talky-talky, you got some really good options, and you could actually screw up the mission by picking the wrong one. But this one doesn't seem to be that.
Time travel is a coward's the green conspiracy that lies behind effort, rather than the memory of the past, the dream of the future.
Well, the Accords promise to safeguard the time stream for us all. I can't help but ponder the opportunities for temporal abuse that will remain after they are signed. I fear great imbalance could occur, despite...
Only 2 more to go.
I am honored by the Founders, and pleased to observe this most historic event. Although the Dominion was not greatly affected by the development of time travel, we have an interest in...
Jolan True, you are from the past, from before the time the Romulans joined the Federation, I'll wager. How strange all of this must be for you. The entire galaxy unites in preserving the timeline. This is truly a momentous day.
Okay, right now, what are the 2 others I need to talk to? No, there must be. All the way over there.
The Borg have a checkered past when it comes to time travel, particularly where the Federation is concerned. Thankfully, we've had the chance to make amends. The Cooperative is proud to be a part of today's proceedings.
Oh, that's interesting. The Cooperative Observer seems to be voiced by Jerry Ryan. But she's not made out to be 7 of 9.
No, it's not.
Delegates and honored guests, your attention please. The signing ceremony is about to begin. Please take your seats.
Well, when you guys do the mission, you can talk to the other delegates. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to sit down somewhere. There we go.
Representatives from dozens of species have gathered to witness this historic event. It looks like they are getting ready to begin the formal signing. Of course, this is largely ceremonial. The negotiation... Wait, there is some kind of disturbance.
This oppression will not stand. The time stream shall be free. We will liberate the galaxy from the tyranny of the Temporal Accords. We shall wipe the stain of the Federation from history.
Quick, get the delegates to safety.
Everyone, stay where you are.
Oh, time for some fighty-fighty.
The Krenim have grabbed the delegates and are holding them hostage in some nearby offices. This is damn peculiar. We're facing a major temporal flux here. The hostiles have neutralized embassy security, but it looks like they weren't expecting us to be here. It's up to us to rescue the delegates.
Defeat the Krenim, just as when I bought my big gun.
What gun combination did you use? So what gun combination do you use?
I'm a little old school. I use one of the Borg guns, and darn bastards. And it's a phaser sniper rifle.
Ah. Yes, quite like the sniper rifle ones myself.
On my Klingon character, in fact on this one I quite often have my battle
They're handy as they bypass shields, so...
Yeah. Oh, and I've just died. Go for those ones and you can help. Come on, someone.
Can anybody hear us? The Krenim are holding us hostage in the embassy offices. Please, anyone, help!
Okay, time to go and get some delegates free.
The Krenim are holding us hostage, requesting immediate assistance.
What have I actually got as my secondary weapon at the moment?
Hang on.
Actually, no, I've got the anti-proton sniper rifle at the moment.
Cooperate, and you won't be harmed.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got, the anti-proton one as well.
Safety cannot be guaranteed.
Do you still use your magic staff? I can't remember what it's called. I'm shooting people at the moment, so I can't check. When you got in the Grozny mission.
Oh, no.
I use
It's
that
in the
along with
back.
the Shard of Possibilities. Always used to have a couple of extra clones of yourself around.
Yes, it is.
And if you happen to hit it while you're not actually in combat, they just sort of stand beside you and dance.
Yeah. That's what most people seem to just use them for.
Which is great fun when you go to Nimbus and basically stand up next to the dance poles.
Indeed.
Decent match. No.
You saved my...
Yeah, I've saved you now. Get out of it. I've got a man down. I really should go and get him. Oh, sorry.
Oh, back.
That's most embarrassing. I left someone behind. So it's only my first officer.
No one important. Huh?
And typical the Dominion observer is cowering in the corner.
I shall live.
Stand next to the medical generator. It feels a bit like the mission where you have to go into the embassy and rescue Mira Paris.
Ah. I suppose it's one of the limitations. There's only so many things that they can do. That's probably why they're becoming a bit more talky, is to try to differentiate them from, you know, the standard grind.
Although that is actually one of the missions I enjoy quite a bit.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's quite like the talky ones. They're a bit more.
Now they've actually got voiceovers.
It was a good day to...
The early ones really were, you had to read everything, and it's in that horrible American English you get. Well, I say English.
Yeah.
Should be everyone rescued now.
I thought my life path was at...
This wasn't supposed to happen. History says the Accords were signed without incident. There's no mention of an attack. We should return to our ships and see if we can help with defensive efforts. Those look like Krenum's ships, and they're attacking in force.
This conference will not continue. I won't abide it. All ships, fire at will. Leave no survivors.
When the frigates get so strong.
Wait! I recognize that ship. Oh no, not this time. This time you will not prevail. Taste the bitter dregs of failure.
Come on, shuttles. Heal yourselves. There we go. Be noticing that my ship is actually equipped with the latest engines from Volkswagen. Why you've got that beautiful green smoke coming out of that. that Krenim seemed to think that he knew me, but I don't recognise him from any of the missions.
Who was it?
Dunno, it was just one of the little pop-up in the side things you get, but apparently he recognised the ship.
The Nakul have used the Krenim attack as a cover to attack the temporal sensor array. All our forces are tied up fighting the Krenim. Can't afford to lose that array. It monitors the time stream for incursions. If it were damaged, people could travel into the past without being detected. Curious. The Krenim and Nakul vessels have started fighting each other in the confusion. Let's make the most of that, shall we? One advantage of being in a battle cruiser is you can sit toe-to-toe with their battleships. Okay, you may not be able to move very fast, but you can suck up an awful lot of damage. Got the Krenim on the run over here. Stay focused on the array.
So those Demosh destroyers are pretty damn hard to kill.
Yes, not everything's going to be easy.
No, but then if it was easy, it wouldn't be fun. Thing is, make sure you don't get out in front of them, because their primary weapon is a bugger. basically mini doomsday devices by the looks of it. Without the advantage that you can just go in front of it and drop a hard-bang torpedo down it. Love my photonic fleets.
It's a good skill, that one.
Oh yeah. And you don't have to get down below 50% to use
We've cleared out most of the Krenim ships. Engaging Anoraks now. The more the merrier.
Anoraks? Again? I thought I destroyed that ship. Sounds like the sort of ship a train spotter would have.
On your timeline. He was a Krenim researcher on the Anorak's timeship project, if memory serves. I see. Something must have disturbed the timeline, and Noi himself, it seems. We need to return to your time to investigate. I'll accompany you, but I cannot interact with anybody from your timeline. Time is of the essence. Are you ready to go?
Don't you dare flash service.
You are cleared for docking.
Welcome back to Kiana. We hadn't expected to see you again so... Noi? Well, he's been working on some secret project of late. To be honest, he's been more than a little hostile. And that's saying something for Noi. I was about to check in with him. If you...
That's right. You walk just a little too slowly for me to keep pace with you.
Oh, it's you. I thought I'd seen the last of you after you flew off to your great victory over the Iconians. Well, what do you want? I'm very busy. Come now, you can read, can't you? Access my latest reports at command if you want to know what I'm working on. Feel free to waste the time of the charming bureaucrat standing next to you. But I'll thank you to stop wasting mine. Now, if this interrogation is over,
Like I said, more than a little hostile. He's been like this for some time now, and no one's sure why.
Treason? Noi? I mean, sure, he's been difficult to work with, but... Oh, I hope you're wrong. Noi has top-level access to everything we're working on here. I don't need to tell you how much damage that could do in the wrong hands. Let me call it... He was working on the Anoraks. Wait a minute. It looks like he was accessing the launch protocols and docking plans.
Oh, shocking.
Ah, I see you found my farewell gift, Trala. I'm so glad. As for you, I'm taking command of the Anoraks now. I can see that bothers you greatly. So will the numerous bombs I've left behind.
Damn it, I hate it when you have to disable bombs. At least you don't have to choose which wire to cut on this one.
Oh god, I remember that one.
There was always one wire that wouldn't cut.
Yeah.
Noi stole the Anoraks? I can't believe it. There's only one way to find out. Computer, bring up the research notes and personal logs of researcher Noi. Authorization Trala 23, Victor 6 Sigma.
God, I've got to read through
Input your
logs.
selection below.
Personal log supplemental. We had some visitors from the Alliance today. Noi was rather rude to them, but I managed to smooth things over. This time. Still, he has good reason to be stressed. The war isn't going well, and there's a lot of pressure on him right now. He could be a bit more agreeable, however. Perhaps a peace offering. Those Terran snack cakes he's so fond of with the... What is the word? Nougat. I tried to tell him about the baby again last night.
Yeah, nothing of interest there.
Personal log supplemental. My review of the time capsule files is complete. What I have learned has shocked me to the very core of my being.
Oh dear, Noyes found out that he had a wife that was erased from time.
Pregnant. My wife and unborn child were murdered by the Federation and their allies.
You can listen to that while you actually
Personal
play the game
log
yourself.
supplemental. At last, I have found them. The Tutarians. Or rather, what
So speaking of Star Trek actors,
Some of
actually,
them managed to escape the
I
treachery
just
of the
realised that
Federation, finding sanctuary in
Voyager, the wee alien guy, what's his name again?
Felix.
So powerful
Yes,
that
the
some
actor that
limited
plays him
species
does a lot of
worship
voices in
the
this, and Knights of the Old
selection.
Republic as well.
He does, yeah.
Download complete.
What the?
I would really like them to get Patrick Stewart in at some stage.
It's bizarre though, because he actually sounds younger in this
Yeah.
as well.
Noi has returned, and he's made a number of potent modifications to his ship. We could use some help up here with him and...
I have been waiting for this for a long time. At last, I take the first fateful steps upon my path of vengeance. As always, your thinking is so great. For you, oh, but it does, believe me. You took them from me, my wife, my unborn child. Time was your...
This is Walker. We've got our hands full with Noi over here, but we'll keep him busy while you defend the station. We could use a hand once it's secure, though. Anorak...
Launch Delta flyers. I'm sure I've got incoming. Yes, there we go. Annoying thing is I can't remember where I picked up my Delta Flyer shuttles for the hangar bay, because they are so much better than the little peregrine fighters you get, or the Type 8 shuttlecraft.
You have to buy them on the bulletin store or something, don't you?
I've never bought any. I got them on a mission somewhere.
Ah,
or I had them with a ship.
That might not be... Is that the... consumable ones?
Oh no, you're thinking
perhaps.
of the Scorpion fighters.
Yeah, like those.
These are
like
actually hangar bay.
Oh, you've got a hangar bay in that,
yeah.
I would have a check through the dilithium store and stuff.
Yeah. But he said I never bought them.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't really remember.
Well, I got a shock when I looked at my dilithium balance, which is over 1 million units, whatever it is. Yes, another block rocks.
No, he's learned some new tricks. This definitely isn't the same Anorak we left a few minutes ago.
Now, just need to defeat the big baddie. So I'll take my time getting there. Regenerate a little. underrated, but I do like injecting warp plasma. Stops them dead, drains their shields.
It's not always the most effective sort of thing to do, but it's fun.
Yeah. And it means they're in one place and you don't have to use a tractor beam.
Yeah. Drag them along behind you.
Yeah. Boarding passes. Oh, that's cheating. Get him down to 3% and he goes through a hole in time and space.
You know, we should pick up this attack. Put that sort of thing.
Officer tells me that Noi's ship is using sphere builder technology. Looks like they're back and with a vengeance. We've got a lot of work to do, but let's take it one step at a time.
Ah, sphere builders!
Let's get you back to the 25th century once you're ready.
We get a chance to go up against the baddies from Enterprise. Might have to break out my NX class ship. Still got it somewhere.
Yeah, you picked one of them up, did you?
Oh yes. Oh, that's it. That's a bit of an anticlimax. Well, there we go. That was Time and Tide. I will. What weapon shall I choose? There's some limited time stuff available later. On February the 4th you can get a tactical console, which is a chronometric capacitor. From the 11th you can get heavy chronometric polaron turrets, omnidirectional chronometric polaron beams, which personally I found polaron beams to be pretty useless. And on the 18th you get the Admiralty bundle. So obviously well worth playing again. You only get the 400th anniversary prize vouchers once playing this, which means you need to play the 40-point missions another 15 times before the end of February. Enjoy! Just a little addendum. At the end you get a message from Admiral Quinn who explains a few things.
So, Noi turned against us, huh? This is troublesome. With his theft of the Anoraks, he poses a great threat to the galaxy. Sadly, I don't think we've seen the last of him. The surprise actions of the Nakul are also a concern. What could they be up to, I wonder? Regardless, I think you'll agree. The battlefield just got a lot bigger.
I think we're in for another Temporal Cold War.